Welcome to Company Showcase, an advertising feature on HowStreet.com.
I'm Jim Goddard. I'm speaking with Jim Pettit, CEO and President of Aben Resources. Welcome back to the show, Jim.
Thank you very much, Jim. Been a while.
Yes, it has, and but Aben hasn't just been sitting around during the coronavirus crisis. You guys have been busy.
Yeah, we're busy behind the scenes. And you're right. Well, we haven't actually been sitting around. Been really busy through this whole 3-month stretch. The last 3-month stretch. I'm in the office every day, and we're plugging away. We've got a lot of data that we've put together, and we've got some pretty good plans for this year. I don't think you'll see 10,000 meters of drilling, but you're going to see. We're going to go up there and we're going to do a lot of field work, and that will culminate in a drill program come September. And it's all based on new concepts, new theories, basically. And if you want to get into that, I can start giving some information on what it is we see and what we've learned over this past year.
Yeah, what's really caught your eye?
Well, last year we drilled from the southern extent of the north boundary zone, the high-grade zone, and we went south, and we were testing a lot of these geophysical anomalies that we got from the mag survey that we did a year ago, actually, May. And, you take all that information as you work. We worked our way through the south boundary zone and south of the south boundary zone into what's called now the benchlands. And, we had some pretty good success drilling the holes in the benchland area, and they're strongly mineralized. And if we line up the benchland 4 holes we did right behind the core shacks, they line up with it. Well, you'll see it on the new website that we're doing. The south boundary drilling from the year prior, they line up perfectly. They look like they're getting the mineralization from the same source as polymetallic. It's lower grade than what we got in the north boundary zone, but it's broad intersections of lower grade, like from the 1 gram to 2 grams, half gram to 2 gram, that sort of thing. And then some spikes in there that can hit up to 14. Something very interesting is feeding it. Then we basically hit upon a fault. It's called the Benchland Fault now, and it's basically it looks like it could be an offshoot or a continuation of the creek, what we call the Creek Fault, the Nelson Creek Fault, which the north boundary is just on the right side of. The drilling on the benchlands and the south boundary zone are on the east side, not the right side, the east side of the what we're calling the Benchland Fault. There is a possibility that they're the same fault, and that's what's been one of the controls that we've been looking for. So what we're going to do this year is test the zone, that immediate zone between the north boundary Nelson Creek Fault and the south boundary Benchland Fault. And we're going to do a lot of field work there. There's some anomalies we didn't test because we didn't have any groundwork to lead us in those directions. The geophysics that area was covered in scree, and so there was no outcrop and there was no means of testing that for ground truthing purposes, and then followed up with drilling. But we're going to do that this year because that could be, because as you get back up into the north boundary zone, the alteration starts kicking up with potassic alteration, and more of that, which indicates proximity to a feeder zone, a heat source. And so it's looking pretty positive. When I get the new website up and running, you'll be able to follow the new PowerPoint that's going to be on it, and it's it shows you what's happening and the way we're looking at it now, and it's the first time we've actually drilled there with an indication of the structure and the controls. This is going to be a pretty exciting year, but it's definitely not. We're not going in to drill another 10,000 meters right away. This is going to be, okay, let's check this out. Let's test this theory. and start at the south end and work our way back up to the north along this benchland fault.
For people new to Aben Resources, what are you all about?
We are gold exploration, a gold exploration company. We've been drilling up in the Golden Triangle of northwest quadrant of British Columbia for the last 3 years. We've drilled 20,000 meters. We've got a pretty good idea of what we're looking at, and what we've got this year, we're pretty excited about what we're going to do.
Where can people get more information about Aben, and where are you traded?
We're traded on the TSX Venture and the OTCQB, and in Frankfurt, the Bourse ABN AF. You can get all the information you need on the website, abenresources.com. And there should be a new website up and running in about a week.
Jim, thank you so much for the update.
Thank you very much, Jim.
I've been speaking with Jim Pettit, CEO and President of Aben Resources. I'm Jim Goddard. Our conversation took place on June 5th.
Comments made on Company Showcase are an expression of opinion only and should not be construed in any manner whatsoever as recommendations to buy or sell any financial instrument at any time. Archived online at howstreet.com. Company Showcase is a production of How Street Media Incorporated.